Welcome back to Jeffro's Game Room. Before we get started with the video, I just want to thank anyone and everyone who watched my Game Room tour. It's well over 100 views right now, and thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. If you haven't watched it, please go check it out. Anyway, on with the video. I wanted to share this race because we had a very frustrating experience in this one. Somebody up in front of us here didn't have the greatest internet, and that held back the back portion of the pack here, allowing the rest of the pack just to kind of take off. So we had to wait until essentially the 3 count. And when I got my start, spun the tires, and then another player got into the back of me, spun me around. I'm not really going to blame that player in particular because, I mean, I don't think anybody was expecting such a glitchy start to the race, but stuff happens. It's whatever. We'll keep moving forward and get this race done and out of the way. We're not going to have a good finish. It's just the crappy part about this race is it severely damaged my driver rank. Almost 4,000 points I lost from this one race alone. And you may have noticed in the previous videos, I was at driver rank A, and I'm no longer there now at driver rank B, and currently working towards getting my rank back because I've just been having much more enjoyable racing in A rank. Can come around again past that guy. He still hasn't been kicked from the match for whatever reason. Gran Turismo Sport has been in a very frustrating state as of lately. The penalty system is just straight up broken, and super frustrating. Because you can't really race on the outside line. If you're on the outside line, you essentially don't have any rights, and if somebody bumps you, you're probably going to end up with a 1-second penalty. And on an tri-oval track like this, a 1 second going down this straightaway here, a penalty is just totally wrecks your momentum, and you end up not being able to catch up with the rest of the pack. And yeah, just terrible experience with this race. Anyway, we're going to skip forward to the end of this race, try to forget this one, and rebuild our driver rank. Terrible race, terrible finish, but we're not going to end the video there. We're going to move on to another race, and we certainly got a better finish in this race, but we did experience some aggressive drivers. In the previous race, we were using the Volkswagen Beetle. This race we'll be using the more competitive Mitsubishi Lancer Evo Final. This race we're starting in 13th, and we're going to try and stay out of trouble, work our way through the field, and get ourselves a good finish. In the corner, you'll notice I have another view. I've got the race replay in the corner here. Trying something new. Hope you guys like it. Basically on the main screen we've got what I see, and then like I said, in the corner you got the race replay. So if you guys like it, let me know in the comments. If you do like it, I'll certainly keep doing it. It's a little more effort, but I think it adds a little more to the video. So like I said, if you do like it, let me know in the comments. While I was talking there, I was able to make a really nice move on the first corner to gain 1 position. And we're going to try and get on the back of the 10th place driver here and get into the draft and catch up to the rest of the pack and keep moving through the field, hopefully. So in turn 1, trying to maintain a higher line because I don't have anybody near me that I need to fight with, and it's allowing me to carry more speed out of the corner so that I can catch up with the rest of the pack, which of course is necessary if we want to get more positions, right? So let's go and get it. Went ahead and sped this up a little bit so we can get to the action a little bit sooner. Once we do catch up with the pack here, we will start to see some penalties handed out. Fortunately, I was able to keep my nose clean and keep away from the penalties, at least this race, but don't always end up that lucky most of the time. Now you'll notice when I go for this pass, I give the driver in the green car a slight tap in the door. And if you look in the corner of the replay, he is dished out a 1 second penalty because I hit him. In reality, no penalty at all should have been dished out. And this is why I say driving on the outside line, you essentially have no rights. Because if you're the one getting hit on the outside line, you're the one going to be getting the penalty, which doesn't really make any sense at all. It really opens the door for people to be very dirty and just kind of yeet up the inside of your car, and they know that they're not going to get a penalty, so we're going to keep doing it, right? It's just the nature of things and how people's psychology works. I mean, if you're doing something bad but not getting punished for it, you're probably going to keep doing it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is where things start to get a little more exciting. As you can see there, the Brazilian kind of pushed over, causing him to get a penalty, as you can see there. And the driver that was in front of me caused him to lose some momentum, so we're able to promote ourselves up to 6th, or 7th, sorry. And we did get hit from the inside there, and we were lucky enough to not be served a penalty. As you may notice, a lot of people are getting penalties simply for just being on the outside line and getting a slight bump. And also, we just got hit to that barrier. A lot of times that would result in a 5-second penalty. So we're getting quite lucky with the penalties, and like I mentioned earlier, I carried through to the end of the race. Now, despite all of this aggressive racing in front of us and behind us, we find ourselves in a good position. You don't necessarily want to be at the front with this race because you end up being pounced on, essentially, and then having the position taken away from you right at the last second. That's just kind of how powerful the drafting is on this particular track. For this particular race, I'm not exactly sure how Polyphony Digital has it all set up, but I certainly do know they got to work out these penalties. I mean, you can see the guy in first place right there. He dished out a penalty for what seemed to be a tap, you know? So this mixes up the race quite a bit because people driving clean and racing with good racecraft are getting penalties for seemingly no reason. Whereas we have other drivers like the Brazilian we're about to see just kind of sending it, absolutely sending it, and that certainly pissed me off. And he came over and hit me, so I let him know how I felt about it just as we crossed the finish line. At that point, he was already ahead of me. I don't know why he was coming over and hitting me. Maybe he's just not paying attention to his radar. I'm not sure, but I do hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video. And like I mentioned earlier, I do have a game room tour up on my channel, so if that is something that interests anybody, please do check it out. And if you like what you see, I made sure to let him know how I felt about him, as you can see here. But comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a good one.